welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. You know what? Today, I think I'm just going to show you my blood sugar. Okay, it's 4.3. For a lot of you, this is not the greatest blood sugar. I've treated and I'm waiting for a response, so that's okay. So we'll see where it goes. I started off at 5 and it dropped to 4.3. But we'll keep things going. 99% daily time in range, 6.9 average blood sugar. It's really easy when you don't eat. I'm still deciding whether I want to eat or not. It's a long story. Today, I want to discuss telling people that you are a diabetic. As a kid, I think, it's kind of open, the little people talking, the scuttlebutt around the schoolyard really makes it kind of known that you're a diabetic. Ever since school, I have never hidden from anyone saying that I was a diabetic, whether it was an employer, or being interviewed for a job, had a job. I never did not tell someone I was a diabetic. It's now more accepted, but when in 1986, when I joined the company, it was relatively unknown that a diabetic worked nights. But being open about it, I was able to achieve a lot more. Now, sorry, I have sleep in my eye. Imagine that. But you should be willing to talk to people that you have diabetes. I don't think anyone wants you to hide anything. But you really need to have that communication with someone. I've said this before on this channel. At least tell one person at your office. Someone who will stand up for you if you start going low. A lot of channels that I've watched of people who talk about work and diabetes rarely discuss this, and I think it is important. Yes, you have right to your privacy, but there's always at least one person at work you can tell, whether it's your boss or a coworker. I'm not saying you have to go to personnel and make a declaration, but it should be someone that knows you're diabetic. Out there in your neighborhood, especially if you're taking care of young kids, they should know if you falter and crash to go get help at this place, or to run, get help, stay with that family until help arrives. Don't just think you have to do it all alone. When I finally moved out and I had to take care of my own diabetes, I had a lot of trouble. I had trouble always passing out in my apartment. I had a lady who came and would check in on me, especially if I went low and they pressed the button. There were two people that were always called. That was Heather, who worked in our building. Well, she didn't really work. She was on the Strata Council. building. It was Heather, and then there were my friends Mike and Peter, who are still my power of attorneys and will come when I need help. Now, doesn't mean that they do everything. I still have the mantle myself, but everyone needs help sometimes. And the diabetic doesn't always have to lay low and do things on your own. Don't be crazy. Find people that can help you. What happens if you wake up in the morning and you can't get to your phone? You could dial 911. What happens if 911 can't get into your apartment or your house? The ambulance will break down the door. One time I was low, and I guess I was making weird noises. And a constable, a police officer, came up and crawled up the ladder, walked up the ladder, I guess, and came into the apartment. This was before I told people that I had diabetes. And he came into the apartment, opened up the door so the paramedics could get in. I can remember in the ambulance, by this time, sort of coming around and then giving my keys to me. I think I spent a week in the hospital that time. But living alone with diabetes is scary. I would have a medical alert, whether you have the actual medical alert, or you have some sort of ID that lets people know who to contact. This came in handy when I was walking down a busy street in Vancouver. Can't remember where I was going, but I collapsed, and I can remember hitting the pavement, not the pavement, the sidewalk, and just lying there, kind of all curled up, and my mouth was clenched. I couldn't speak, and I had the medical alert on, and they contacted and were able to tell the ambulance drivers everything they needed, and I came around and signed away because a friend came, and I went with them and had a good meal and then went home. But another time I was in the Safeway. I had to get cat litter. And I thought, I'll just go to Safeway and get it. So I went to Safeway, and I remember looking for cat litter. And I guess I was just zooming around trying to find cat litter. And I, now thinking back on it, I should have clued in that I was low. And they were able to contact. So at least have a medical alert or something that you're wearing that identifies. There are so many now in different styles, whether you're with medical alert or one or the other. I also at home, when I was at home, I had the around the neck, I had the old button, help, I can't get up. I would press it, it went to an operator who initiated and stuff. I can remember falling out of my wheelchair and on the carpet I couldn't get up, get back in my chair, so I pressed it. I had a door lock with passcodes in it. Never had to worry. But I had people who could help. And the whole point of this video is telling people that you have diabetes. Whether it be one person or many, it's important you let somebody know. Whether it's your boss at work, a neighbor, if you have kids, letting your kids know where they can go. If dad or mom collapses, then go get help at this location. I know when I was a kid, there were a thing called block parents. And you could tell if they had a little orange card in their window. And they were vetted by the school. And you could go there and get help. That could be another way. I never did it, but sending your kids to a safe spot. Now I believe there's signs that say block parent, if it's even still in existence or something. But always get help before you need it. And what I mean is have dry runs. Come up with a plan before you need it. Don't sit there and wait. It's not a good thing to happen. So take care. Come up with a plan for your family, for your kids, for yourself. And if you go low, somebody's going to be able to get to help you. Whether it be keyless door entry or medical alert, or your next door neighbor will call you every day, or will come and knock on the door if they haven't seen you in a day. Some way that they can get help for you if you need it. Don't have to do this alone. Come up with a plan before you need it. Me. Come up with a plan before you need it. I don't know what happened to my voice there for a moment. It's important. Your safety is important. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email address is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. All one line. Drop me